Joe, I watched the Wings Hauser classic, Bump in the Night. This one, he has a co-star. I was going to say co-starring role. He has a co-starring role.
That's his son, Cole
It
Hauser.
is.
You know, big star right now thanks to the show Yellowstone,
Or as I say, Yellowstone.
or as I say, Jellostone National Park.
Hey, can you hold on a second while I write Jellostone National Park
Sure.
down? Tell them where they can get shirts.
Go to fastcustomshirts.com. Uh,
I
I've
wrote
added.
Jellostone National Shirts. But enough of that shit, Joe. I watched the Wings Hauser classic, Bump in the Night. In it, this suspected lesbian, white, of course. Maybe not. We'll get to that. She's a big drunk, way bigger drunk than you or I, Joe. She's the kind of drunk that falls asleep with a cigarette in her mouth, wakes up, lights that cigarette, and starts drinking again. She's also the kind of mother who, has all that going on so she doesn't have an eye on her child.
Oh,
So her child romps around town because he's gonna go meet his his father, who the alcoholic mother doesn't let see. So he has to secretly set up a meeting with his kid. Not because he's a bad guy or anything. He's actually a successful writer, and he is not a drunk anymore. He goes to AA and shit. And he's on the straight and narrow, and he's played by Wings Hauser.
so he's
Anyways,
Stephen King.
yeah, he's not playing him.
Oh,
So I mean himself, you see. So the kid leaves the house. Mom's still drunk and passed out from the night before. He's supposed to go to school, but he stops at this fucking crazy cat lady's house who's keeping a cat there for him because his mom won't let him have one at the house. And he tells that lady, "Oh yeah, I'm supposed to meet my dad at this cafe, blah 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 blah." Oh, that place is. She sounds like a cat. Oh, that place isn't open anymore. You gotta go to the one around the street. That's where everybody goes. Your dad will know that you're gonna be there. She's just like, "Oh, all right, thanks." So he fucking skips over there, happy as hell. And would you know it? Superman, Christopher Reeves, is waiting there because he got a tip on this kid. Or he's trying to get a tip in this kid, Joe. So he's stalking him, and he ends up kidnapping this child. Well, not really. He says, "Hey, but," he doesn't talk like that. He talks like Christopher Reeves. He says, "Hello, young lad. I am Christopher." He doesn't talk like that either, and that's a
oh,
terrible Superman.
yes.
Anyways, hey kid, your dad's not gonna make it. He told me to meet you here, and he said, "Hey, we'll just go hang out until he's off work or done with his business shit." So they go to the zoo, and he says, "Oh yeah, let's call your dad." "Oh hey, your dad wanted me to take you to this apartment uptown." And they get there, and every room has a bed in it with a camera. Well, not every room, but there's fuck rooms set up, Joe. Fuck rooms that are set up to make pornography. Turns out a pornography ring who's into, you know, you know, hoard this kid out. And will they get to him in time before the deed's done, Joe? Find out and Bump in the Night, not to be confused with the children's clay animated show. Oh shit. At the end, the kid, he like fucking barricades himself in the attic, and Christopher Reeve, you come down from there. You come down from there right now, or I'm gonna set this place on fire. So he gets a fucking trash can, sets the paper in it on fire, like, oh yeah, this is gonna work out great. And then everything in the closet catches on fire. That's where the door to the attic is. And then he just kind of goes catatonic in the corner. And then Wings Hauser and his drunk lesbian wife comes to save the kid. And fucking Wings Hauser looks at him like, oh, I'm going to get to you in a second after I get my child, you some bitch. But before he can, old Superman jumps out the window. But he forgot this was a different movie, so he just splatters
Up,
on the pavement.
up,
And you see
up.
him like all twisted up with blood coming out of his head.
Twisted.
Would recommend, Joe.